Okay, a very good morning children. Children, in the previous lesson we discussed what is pure recurring decimal and what is mixed recurring decimal. Okay, now in this class let us see how to convert, you see, pure recurring decimal into P by Q form. That means if you are given a pure recurring decimal, as you already know that every pure recurring decimal or mixed recurring decimal, both are what? Rational numbers. Or that means they can be expressed in P by Q form. Suppose you are given a pure recurring decimal which is non-terminating and repeating, then how to convert it into P by Q form or rational number form? I am giving one example and where I will discuss the steps. You see, suppose you are given 0.6 bar into P by Q form. You want to convert this one into P by Q form. Okay, how to do, you see. Now 0.6 bar, as I told you in the previous class, here 6 is getting repeated and no other digit is left which is not repeated, so it is no doubt a pure recurring decimal. Then how to convert it? What are the steps? See, I am doing the conversion part, you see, where I will explain you the steps. So the question is, convert 0.6 bar into P by Q form. Okay, let us see. What is the first step? The first step is, you take this number, say x. Let this pure recurring decimal be denoted by 0.6 bar. Okay. Now after denoting the given pure recurring decimal 6 by x, what you will do? What is the next step? Now you see. Now the next step is you find out how many digits are repeated in this pure recurring decimal. Find out how many digits are repeated. It is clearly 1 in this number. Only one digit is getting repeated. So as only one digit is getting repeated, the next step is you have to multiply. This step 1, you see. This is step 1. Step 1. What will be the second step? The second step will be, you see, you multiply 10 to the power 1. You see, multiply 10 to the power 1. 10 to the power 1 means it is 10. Both sides. You see, this is the second step. We have to multiply. In the second step, we have to multiply 10 to the power 1 to this side and this side. You can ask me, sir, why 10 to the power 1? Why not 10 to the power 2 or 3? The reason is only one digit is getting repeated. As in the given pure recurring decimal, only one digit is repeated. So, we have to multiply 10 to the power n. That means n equal to 1 here. N equal to 1. So we have to multiply 10 to the power n, means 10 to the power 1, because one digit is getting repeated. So multiply 10 to the power 1, that is 10 to both the sides. Okay, now let us see what is happening if we multiply 10 to both sides. Now if we multiply 10 here and here, this will become 10x and this will become what? 0.6 bar into 10 into 0.6 bar. Okay. Now see, this 10 into 0.6 bar will become what? That means 10 into 0.666. You see, the repeating digit is 6. And if you multiply 10 to this, what will happen? This 6 will be shifted to the left. You know how to multiply a decimal number by 10, 100, 1000, etc. in class 5. When we multiply a decimal number by 10, what happens? One digit from the right gets shifted to the left. Okay, that is the rule. So here if you multiply 10 by 0.6666, etc., then this 6 will come, it will be shifted to the left. That means it will become, you see, what will it become? It will become 6.6 bar. So 10x equal to 6.6 bar and x equal to 0.6 bar. This is step 1 and this is step 2. Once again I am saying, children, first you take the pure recurring decimal as x. Then you find how many digits are getting repeated. In this particular question, 1. So since the number of repeating digit is 1, you multiply both sides by 10 to the power 1, that is 10. So you will get this one. After multiplying 10 to the power n both sides, what is the next step? The next step is step 3. You see what is step 3? Step 3 is you subtract x from 10x. You see, 10x minus, therefore 10x minus x equal to, what is the value of 10x? It is 6.6 bar. And what is the value of x? It is 0.6 bar. You see. So this is your step 3. I am writing here step 3. You see. So in step 3, you will subtract the first step from the second step. whatever result is there in the first step and whatever result has been obtained in the second step, the first step must be subtracted from the second step. That is 10x minus x equal to 6.6 bar minus 0.6 bar, and this will be equal to how much? 6 bar it will be cancelled automatically. So 6 minus 0 it is 6. That means 10x minus x equal to 6. So if 10x minus x equal to 6, it is 9x equal to 6. Okay. So 9x equal to 6 means x equal to 6 by 9, and then you reduce it into lowest term, because 6 and 9 they have a common factor. 6 and 9 they have a common factor. If there is a common factor of the numerator and denominator, or p and q, you have to reduce it into lowest term. Okay. So on cancellation it will be 3 to the 6, 3 3 the 9. You see 2 by 3, 6 by 9 or 2 by 3. So this will be the required p by q form or rational number form of 0.6. Therefore, what is the conclusion? The conclusion is 0.6 bar equal to 6 by 9 and which is equal to 2 by 3. So this is the required. That means the rational number form of this pure recurring decimal will be 2 by 3. Okay. So in a similar manner, you can convert any pure recurring decimal into what? P by Q form or rational form. I hope you understood, children. Still I am going to give you one more example so that you will understand the concept better. Okay. Let us take another one. Let us take, instead of 0.6, let us take another one. Suppose you are given a pure recurring decimal like this, 0.25. See, suppose you are given a pure recurring decimal, say 0.25 bar. Look at. This is also a pure recurring decimal because both the digits 2 and 5 are getting repeated in this number, and no digit is left which is not repeating. Okay, so it is no doubt a pure recurring decimal. Let us see how to convert this one into p by q form or rational number form. Okay, so the same process you apply. Take x equal to 0.25 bar. Okay, let. Now see. Now the number of digits getting repeated is 2. There are 2 digits getting repeated. So we have to multiply 10 to the power 2. 10 to the power 2, that is 100. So multiplying both sides by 10 to the power 2, that is 100. This is very important, children. Why to multiply 10 to the power 2? The reason is there are 2 digits getting repeated. So multiply 10 to the power 2, that is 100 to both sides. What you will get? You will get this one 100x. 100 into x is 100x, and 100 into 0.25 will be how much? If you multiply 100 to 0.25, it will be 25.25 bar. You see, these two, both 2 and 5, there are 2 zeros in 100. See, there are 2 zeros in 100. So when we multiply 100 to any decimal number, 2 digits will be shifted from right to left. Both 2 and 5 will come to the left, and again 2 5 will repeat. Again 2 and 5 will repeat. So this will be 25.25 bar. Okay, that means you can say 25.2525 like this. Okay, so this is the second step. Now the third step is you subtract x from 100x. Therefore 100x minus x equal to, what is the value of 100x? This one, 25.25 bar minus 0.25 bar. And what will be the difference of these two? The difference of these two will be 25 minus 0. This one, this part and this part will be cancelled. Okay, so it is 25 minus 0, that is 25. And 100x minus x is how much? It is 99. X equal to 25. Therefore, what will be the value of x? It will be 25 by 99. You see, x is 25 by 99. And x we have taken what? 0.25. Therefore, you see, therefore 0.25 bar, which is a pure recurring decimal, when converted into p by q form or rational number form, will become 25 by 99. Okay. Now see here, 25 by 99, they do not have any common factor. So we cannot reduce it into lowest term. So this will be the answer. This will be the answer. This will be the required rational number form of this pure recurring decimal. I hope you understood, children. and in the next class we will discuss how to convert mixed recurring decimal into what? Your P by Q form or decimal form. Children, one interesting thing you see, a simple technique you see. Suppose when it is given 0.6 bar, you see, when the pure recurring decimal is 0.6 bar, what is the rational number form? The rational number form is, it is coming 6 by 9. When it is 26 bar, you see, suppose a pure recurring decimal is 0.26 bar, what will be the required rational number form? You know, it will be 26 by 99. See children, suppose you are given 0.126 bar, you see, its answer will be, in rational number form, its answer will be 126 by 999. What is the common observation? You see, the common observation is when the bar is on one digit, it is 6 by 9. Only one 9 is coming. You see, there are two, the bar is on 2 digits. So in the numerator, the same number is coming. Look at the denominator. There are 2 digits, so place 2 9. Put 2 9, it is 99. Look at the third number. It is 0.126 bar. Now the bar is on 3 digits. So the numerator will be 126. And what about the denominator? There will be 3 9. Why there will be 3 9? Because there are 3 digits of the bar is given on 3 digits. Hence there will be 3 9 in the denominator. Okay. This is the easy technique. I mean to write the answer instantly. We will use this. But you will follow this procedure to convert any pure recurring decimal into P by Q form or rational number form. Okay. So we will discuss the next concept, that is your how to convert mixed recurring decimal into rational number in the next class. Okay.